The Weekly Warp Pipe.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Weekly Warp Pipe, a podcast dedicated to retro video games, 80s and 90s toys, and all things nostalgia. We're part of the Dorkening Podcast Network, and we're brought to you by Deadly Grounds Coffee. This week, we're jumping in the Warp Pipe, and we're going back, and we're doing some spring cleaning, baby, because it's spring. Some games in our collection we're thinking of getting rid of, and maybe we can buy some new games for our collection. Before we get into it, though, here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds Coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
Dude, what's up, everyone? I'm Russ Lyman.
I'm NES Addict.
Welcome back. Episode 50 of the Weekly Warp Pipe. We made it.
That's crazy. 50.
50 straight weeks.
I'm 50. 50 years old. Remember that lady from Saturday Night Live?
No.
Or maybe it was Mad TV. I can't remember which one.
That's a classic one. For sure. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Hope you guys been enjoying the podcast. And you can catch shorter episodes if you need more of us on Wednesday for our Warp Pipe Wednesday episodes. They're like 15, 20-minute episodes. So
twice a week. What a deal.
What a deal. All free for you. And so it is spring.
That's right.
We finally got through winter, and spring is here. It's warming up a little bit. I've been taking some walks on the beach with the baby in the stroller. It's been nice. Gwen is now 2 months old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's growing up. Should be walking in no time.
Time keeps moving on and on and on. Soon we'll all be gone. Sorry.
But yeah, we're talking about maybe doing some spring cleaning. Maybe clean out that game room a little bit.
This one needs it.
You've been hibernating all winter playing games. I'm sure you got some games stacked up that you're not playing anymore. Maybe you want to trade them in, get something new.
Or maybe it's a game you never played.
Right.
You hit that backlog and it never came out.
It's definitely, go to a convention and maybe pick up some new games with intentions of playing these. And then they just sat in the corner for months.
Or years.
Yep. So we made a list of 5, and we're kind of going to see who came out on top with money-wise. And maybe we can, off the cuff.
Who's going to have more money to spend, Russ or me?
Right. Could buy some new stuff. I got some games I do want to purchase.
There you go. Why don't you take it off?
I'll start us off. One of the games on my list I tried to get into. Can't get into it. It's called 8 Eyes on NES.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. I want to be so bad.
It's kind of like Castlevania, and you get like a hawkbird as a companion, which I think player 2 can control.
I think that's right.
So it does have an upside with that over Castlevania where, okay, maybe you can play with a friend here. But I feel like the color palette that they choose for the levels is very hard on the eyes, and it's hard to like keep track where you are. And the weapon they give you is like a very short sword. So I always end up getting killed by a lot of the enemies. And I'm like, you know what?
It's like a wizard's wand.
Right. Almost
so
like
tiny.
The cane in Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, it's awful.
So I'm gonna sell that game. It's $12.35 going for a loose copy. I have it loose.
There you go. No love lost to 8 Eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up and make some people angry. I want to love this game, and there are definitely redeeming qualities about it. But it is too long, and I will never get through it. Breath of the Wild. You gotta go. I'm sorry.
On the Switch.
I wanted to love you, but 30 hours in, and my NES addict heart just couldn't take it anymore. I'm used to playing games like Contra. You can beat it in 30 minutes, you know?
You should have known going into this you're not going to beat it in 30 minutes.
I know that, but I thought I would have the resolve to get through.
Right.
But I clearly not, because I've never played it again. And I haven't played this game in like 3 years.
I was hoping, so I have not beaten the game yet, and I have it on the Wii U. I bought it when it came out on the Wii U, and I want to beat it before the new game comes out, which is coming out in mere weeks, I think. Tears of the Kingdom.
There you go. Guess who doesn't care about that game?
Here's a fun fact, listener and Patreon supporter David Apuzzo beat the game on the Wii U, bought it on the Switch, and beat it on the Switch and the DLC, and I still have yet to beat it on the Wii U.
And he has a child. Is your wife a saint? Did you just send them to Hawaii for a month and say, "I'll see you guys when you get back. I'm going to be playing Switch for the next 10 months." I don't know. Anyway, I just don't understand how people have that much time. That's all I'm saying.
How much the game going for if you traded in?
$34.72.
Okay. So pretty good. You get at least half.
That's right. And I didn't pay full price for it when I got it. So
there you go. You made out. You had a good time with it and you get some money back.
That's it.
Let's see. This one here, I got another NES game. Metal Gear.
Ooh, Metal Gear.
On NES. I know people love the franchise. People love the game. I can't get anywhere in it. I get it. It's stealth. All right. You got to go slow. And I watch people play it and I don't know where to go or what to use. I appreciate the concept of the game, but I can't get into it. I feel like I gotta sell it. The only Metal Gear game I played and beat was Metal Gear. I think it's Reviance, maybe was the name of it. I know it was a beat 'em up style game. It was made by the same people who created, I believe, the Bayonetta series. So I enjoyed that one. That was on PS3. But original Metal Gear on NES, it's going for $12.50.
$12.50.
So we're selling it. Get it out of there. Spring cleaning.
I recently watched Arizona Retro Gaming on TikTok play that game, and I was like, oh, I got to try that again. But yeah, it is a little hard. I mean, you're creeping around, you're moving slow, you're crawling past dogs and guards, and I don't know. I didn't get too far in it either, so I can see why you'd sell it.
Fair enough.
And the thing is, both these games you've listed,
yep.
If you ever do choose you want them again, it's not going to cost you much.
Right. They're probably, I don't know, $20 games then.
Maybe, yeah. All right, so this episode, I'm just going to make everybody mad the whole time, probably. Well, at least with this next one. Every time I play Super Punch-Out, I wished I was playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So we're dusting off the old SNES Super Punch-Out, despite how classic it is and how renowned and how loved. And we're selling it for $34.28. Super Punch-Out.
It's gone.
I bid you a farewell.
I said it's pretty up there. $35 for that one there.
Yeah.
I guess it holds its value due to the name, being I guess a sequel essentially to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out or Punch-Out.
Go ahead and leave in the comments. Jay, you're stupid. It's a great game. What are you doing? You're not a real retro gamer. You suck. Your face is ugly. Your wife smells like poo. I don't know. Whatever you want to say.
It's got harsh. Jeez, we got some harsh critics.
My wife's getting into it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
I will say I really enjoyed the Punch-Out remake on the Wii. Was pretty fun.
Never played that one, but it looked cool.
Yeah, and I believe they had some characters from Super Punch-Out as like a throwback. It's been quite some time since I played it. Yeah, Bear Hugger was in that. I do remember him.
But yeah, I played it the other day because my buddy Ron Man Gaming was like, Super Punch-Out's a great game. You got to play it. And I was sick. I had COVID this week. I'm recovering. That's why I'm trying to drink to keep my throat lubricated so I don't start choking and dying on you guys. And I was like, well, I need to sit on the edge of this bed and not lay in bed all day so I don't get pneumonia. So I'll play some Super Punch-Out. I got to like Bear Hugger, and I could never dodge him. He kept whacking me with his two hands, and I was like, all right, I just want to play Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I'm over this. So
maybe it's because you've played that one so much and played it at a younger age. It sits better with you, the original Punch Out.
I don't know. I just really like the original. And I'm not saying that this is a terrible game. It's definitely not. It just, every time I played it for the last 5 years since, or however long I've had it, every time I've played it, I always just wish I was playing the other.
Fair enough.
That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. Let's see. So I guess here I could turn some heads with this one here, since you're doing that one. People will crucify me with this one here. It's on the N64. It's a Zelda game. Majora's Mask.
Send it to the crossroads.
Send it to the crossroads. Everyone raves about Ocarina of Time, and some people really enjoy Majora's Mask. I can't get behind the whole time mechanic of it, where you have to be at certain places at certain times, and then if you're trying to get a certain mask and you mess up, and it's the 3 days are up, you got to start over and start your task all over again. I did end up beating the game, and that was one and done. I beat it. I used a walkthrough because I couldn't figure out certain things in the game to find whatever mask. It's like you have to wait here for this guy to come out of a cave and follow him here. I was like, no.
Well, at least you got through it, Russ.
Right.
I will never get through Breath of the Wild unless I retire one day and have just ample time. Like,
right.
Unless my wife's like, you got the next 6 months to do whatever you want. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm playing Breath of the Wild finally.
I would say you would probably watch a speed run, and I think someone's speed running it in like 30 minutes or so. So you could probably just get to the end of the game that way and watch it.
That's kind of cool. Maybe if I could play it in 30 minutes, I might beat this game.
I seen someone do a glitch where they took a bomb and they showed it very quickly. Like you hold it over your head, then you drop it and hit select and do something and select your bow. But somehow you get the game where you're still holding the bomb, but also have the bow and arrow, and you can shoot the arrow, but it will shoot like Link as if he's the arrow with the bomb.
Weird.
So this way you can like fast travel across great distances, making
Who figured this out?
I don't know. People that put 500 hours into the game.
It's maddening. Like, because here's what I hate about it. You're over here at point A, and you figure out that you need to get to point B. Okay, so now you're on your way to point B, but between point A and point B, there's exit 1, exit 2, exit 3, exit 4, exit 5, exit 6, and they all have different various things you can do. And then you accidentally go down one of those rabbit holes, and then you don't remember what you were trying to do to get to B. You're like, oh, wait, what was B about again? Right, I don't know. Let's just keep doing this. And then 40 hours later, your life is you just wasted a week of your life, and you don't even know how. You were sidetracked. You were trying to get the ancient armor and get all the cog pieces for it. And who knows what happened. So fair enough. All right. So you chose Majora's Mask. Yeah. I'm gonna bring it down a notch. I'm gonna take the pot off the oven so we can cool down here a little bit. I'm going Virtual Boy, Mario Tennis. Here's why. I got 2 copies. I don't need 2 copies. I need 1. So we're going to get a 1645 for one of my 2 Mario Tennis, and no one's going to bat an eye because nobody cares. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, definitely if you have multiple copies of games, unless it's a variant. I know you have some variant. I think like Blades of Steel, you have 2. Yeah, I got the red Konami Classics version and then the original. Right, which a lot of people don't even know, I guess, exist. I got the left bros, I got the right bros. Yes. So if you're into that, where it's like a variant, but if it's the same exact game, maybe you're just doing a label upgrade. So maybe. That can always be a good incentive if you're doing the spring cleaning. Maybe you picked up a copy of a game and it has a crisper, minty label, and your other copy, not so much. You're like, you know what? I'll sell this game. That's right. Let's get rid of it. I'll jump on Whatnot. Today's sponsor. Just kidding. I need to sell some stuff on Whatnot. I think I still have rights to sell in there, even though I'm sure I have 0 followers at this point.
Right. I've done one Whatnot, and that was it. I was out.
I did it 4 times, and my profits cut in half each time, and I was like, I'm done.
And it's tough because then it does take a while to do the stream. If you guys, I don't know if you guys don't know what Whatnot is. Whatnot is an app you can use to sell items, and it's during a live stream. It's an auction meets live stream. So it's like, all right, I got to sell these 20 items. It might take you 2 hours to go through all. So do you have 2 hours to kill to sell those items? And then you have to package everything up. So,
and I have a terrible poker face. So like one day I had like this really freaking dope like Ninja Turtle sleeping bag, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get at least $20 for this. I think I paid $2-3 for it, but it was so rad. It was like 1989 Ninja Turtle sleeping bag. I'm thinking people are gonna go nuts for this thing.
Yeah, right.
It sells for $1.
What?
And my heart is just like, psh. Now, had my friend Aaron sold that, he would probably sold it for $100.
Right.
You know?
I will say, so I do watch Pixel Game Squad usually does their Whatnots on Thursday. And I have hopped into their stream, and they were selling a Mario sleeping bag. And I was like, that looks dope. And I see the price going up. So while watching the stream, I went on eBay, and there was a buy it now one for like $25. And I was like, it's helpful to like, oh, I never knew that item existed. Let me see what it's going for on eBay.
I haven't watched a Whatnot stream of anybody in 9 months because it just makes me mad because I can't people don't buy from me like that. So I'm like,
it's hit or miss. It depends who's in on your stream, what time you do it, time of day.
The time I sold the most was the one time Aaron was in my stream, and it was because he knew he could turn around and resell it for more.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
that was a fun little tangent down there. I'd say
that's what it's like playing Zelda Breath of the Wild.
We went down the wrong exit.
Yep, we forgot how to get to B.
Jeez Louise. All right, before we get into this here, if you guys enjoy our podcast, we're going to hear from another podcast on the Dorkening Podcast Network.
Greetings and shabebans. We are the Retro Reductibus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Well, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite seems trying to say is that on Retro Reductibus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games, and movies, to cartoons, and even snacks and school lunches.
Oh.
And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Dorkening Podcast Network with new episodes every Technical Tuesday.
What's that?
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brig.
You can listen to Retro Reductibus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
And we're back. All right. Hey, we have a phone caller. Someone left us a voicemail.
No way.
Yeah. So if you guys would like to leave us a voicemail, you can call us at 949-682-WARP. That's 949-682-9277. It's in all our descriptions. It's on all our social media platforms that you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can get the number there. You can leave us a message. You can even text that number if you're shy, and maybe tell us some future episodes you want to hear, topics you want us to cover, or just tell us that we're doing a great job.
This is the first. We haven't had a phone call yet, have we?
Yeah, we had who called the other night? Brandon called from now I can't remember the podcast he's on. He wants us to have on the podcast with Brandy.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
This is Back in the Day Gamer.
What's happened, Warp Pipe? This is Back in the Day Gamer. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I got a question for each of you. Russ, what's your next tattoo going to be? And Jay, did you ever bench 300 pounds?
Nice. There we go. Question for next tattoo I'm gonna get. I got a couple on the I'm working on the video game arm sleeve. I got to take the hoodie off. It's further up that you can't see. The last tattoo that I did get was, I want to say it was my Batman NES tattoo. I do have a video on my YouTube channel of me getting that. My buddy Joe Murph did it from Nerdy Visions. So intentions of getting NES Jason. We were going to do a live stream of me doing that at a retro game convention he was tattooing at, but it had gotten shut down. And then for whatever reason, I went towards NES Batman instead. So I am still leaning towards getting NES Jason, but I think I almost want to get a Metroid one. I was talking about maybe doing on the shoulder, like a Metroid up here, because eventually I kind of want to do a sleeve of all video game characters and maybe do, like, I was thinking up here, like space type stuff. So I could do a Metroid and maybe do some like Star Fox stuff or something like that. So I figured that's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
There you go. I like it. I support a Metroid. Tony, to answer your question, I hit 285 or 290. I'd have to go back and watch the video and count up all the weights on there, but I did not hit 300, and that was a while back. So I'm still in the gym. I got COVID last weekend, so I got to get back to the gym next week. But I'm working myself back up to it. So we'll see. Maybe I get it this year.
Nice. That could be good. You already hit your one goal. You hit 50,000 followers on TikTok. Now you got to be able to bench 300 pounds.
Now I got to be able to bench 300 pounds. Yeah. 290 was like slow moving.
How many reps you would say?
Oh, this is one. This is a max. This is, yeah. Oh, I mean, Tony's a beast, dude. That he's real strong.
No, absolutely. Like,
I can do, but it
intimidates me a little bit.
I could go in there right now and hit probably 260, 270.
Okay.
But to hit 285, 295 or 290, I need to do some work, and we'll see if I get to 300. But it's all about creating those neural pathways to the brain. You just gotta. It's crazy how it works. Like it feels ridiculously heavy at first, and then somehow your body adapts to it, and then it becomes possible. It's between your muscles getting stronger and then your body just getting used to the weight. It's weird.
And it could be whatever playlist you have on, maybe some rockin' tunes.
Yeah, maybe I had on Britney Spears that day and I wasn't listening to Metallica. I don't know.
I can't say that I ever gotten close to 300. I probably still in the hundreds. I don't even know if I did 200. I will say every day I work at Costco Bakery, and I'm throwing over my shoulder some 50-pound flour bags.
There you go. That'll get you strong.
Which those, and then we get our eggs come in pre-cracked, so it's just like liquid eggs, but they're in.
So you drink those like protein,
right? But I go to carry the box, and it's very difficult because it's sloshing around in there, so the weight's like distributing awkwardly, and I'm like, this is such a pain.
That's when you got to drink some of them, bro.
I guess so.
Get the extra protein. That's probably what's wrong with me. I don't think I'm getting enough protein in. I need to do the counts. Anyway.
Fair enough. So that was a fun call in. Thanks for calling in. And yeah, if you guys want to call us, be sure to reach out, and we'll play you on air.
That's right.
Let's see. To wrap this up, I got
2 games left. What about you?
Right. I got 2 more. On the PS3, I bought this game probably 10 years ago, honestly. And I heard it was a great game, and I never played it. Unfortunately, I never, ever played it. It's called 3D Dot Heroes. I don't know if you ever heard of this one, Jay.
I have not.
So it's basically, from what I'm told, it's like Legend of Zelda, but you're put together almost like pixels.
Weird.
Okay, so like, but in a 3D environment. That's why it's 3D Dot Heroes. I never played it, but they said it plays very similar to Legend of Zelda. You get a sword, going into dungeons and all that. Fun concept.
Is it still sealed?
No, I had gotten it used.
Okay.
And I probably, back then paid, maybe $15 or something for it. And it was kind of going up in price. And I was like, oh, I'll pick this game up. And I never put it in. I would say I stream it, but streaming PS3 games is weird because it has that copyright protection built into it. So you wouldn't be able to, I guess, like put a Blu-ray in and stream that or something. So you need to get a HDMI splitter that plugs into your PS3, then that plugs into your Elgato to split the signal. So it's kind of a pain. I'm still trying to get it. So maybe we could get a stream going on it before I sell it, but it is going for $44.75. So
there you go, making up some money.
It's a pretty good penny. So
he's coming back.
Maybe it's better selling it.
All right. So this is a game. My next game is a game that I've had twice. The first one I ended up giving to Megadan29 because he's the man. And he had given me a ton of stuff, and I needed to return the favor. This is a game that I would always play the other two games. I would always play, I'm going to give it away, Contra and Super C.
Okay.
Excuse me. But this would be Contra Force.
I was going to say, is it still on NES? Yeah, Contra Force.
138.25.
Get out of town. It's going for that much?
Yep.
Nice.
So it's a rarer game, but,
right.
I don't ever touch it.
I mean, to me, it'd be like, well, now I'm breaking up the trilogy, right?
Yeah, I mean, like,
because you're gonna have Castlevania 1, 2, and 3 because it looks good.
When I gave it to Dan, it didn't hurt. It was like, I mean, it did hurt a little bit because I'm like, oh, it's an expensive game, but like at the same time, like after I gave it to him, I never really missed it. I don't know. I guess excuse me. The only reason I rebought it was just because, I was trying to go for the complete NES collection. So
right. I never played it. I'm trying to remember now. Is that the one you could choose like 4 different people essentially?
Yeah, 4 different guys.
It probably wasn't a Contra game. It probably was some other game, and they threw the Contra name on it to kind of.
I think it was called. I want to say it was called Hound or something in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And they just threw a Contra name on it in America. It's not a terrible game. It has a lot of slowdown. I guess the real problem is it just doesn't deserve the Contra name. If they'd have named it something else, people would probably appreciate it more. But I think they wanted to live up to that Contra expectation. And it just doesn't.
And again, that's probably why it holds the value. If it was just called, like you said, maybe Hound or whatever, it'd probably be like a $15 game.
Maybe.
Possibly. I don't know.
So anyway, 8-Bit Eric got caught slipping on it one time on the Game Chasers, and I don't want to get caught slipping, so I got
it. Nice. There you go. Was that your last one?
No, I got one more.
Okay, so I'm on my last one now. And that is on the Nintendo Switch. I got roped into buying it.
Breath of the Wild, I know it.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, Lord.
This is the GameCube version, I will say, Animal Crossing. Although I did have the one on the Switch, and I didn't like that one either.
I've never played it. It just doesn't, based off the characters alone, it just does not look like something I'd be interested in.
Yeah, I'm good for it for a week or so. But to me, it's kind of like the long haul. Like you're doing your grass, you're talking to this, doing there. And I feel like I'm more of the immediate satisfaction of like you said, all right, put in original Contra, put in Batman, and you're playing it and you get your 20 minutes of fun out of it, or you could beat the game, whereas Animal Crossing doesn't really have an end. I don't think.
Here's the deal. I can plant grass in real life. I don't need a game to do that.
I could pull up weeds.
That's right.
I'm already paying off a house.
That's right. This sounds like real life in a game. I don't need it twice.
Right. So Animal Crossing, not for me. We're going to sell it. We're going to do some spring cleaning, but not in the game. We're just going to get rid of the game.
I like it.
This one's actually going for $57 on the GameCube.
Some poor unfortunate souls out there.
And I believe I don't think I have it, but I believe this one comes with like a special GameCube memory card that has like an Animal Crossing sticker on it.
They had to give these people something for their money besides work.
Right. Fair enough. Finish this off.
Kind of a hater. I'm so sorry.
Well, let me tell my total. Or do you want to wait?
No, go ahead. You can tell your total, then I'll tell mine.
So my total of selling the 5 games, I'm getting $187.64.
All right. So this is a game that was given to me, surprisingly. I used to work at a nursing home, and I would casually bring up in conversation that I was a game collector. And this one lady was like, "Oh, I literally have a bag of old games on my back deck that I was getting ready to take to Goodwill."
Right.
She was like,
right.
"I'll bring them tomorrow." So she brings me this whole bag of Super Nintendo games, and in this bag was a game called Run Saber.
Nice.
Run Saber is the NES version of Strider. Okay, not a bad game, just a game that I've never gotten into. And I have Strider on my what is that? What's that console I have, Russ? That with Final Fight.
Oh, the arcade one up.
Arcade one up. So I have, in essence, a version of it. You know, slightly different, but yeah. So Run Saber, I would sell it $94.16.
Wow, nice. That's a good one. Yeah, some of
And
those Super Nintendo games are pricey.
The total of my 5 games totaled up to $317.86.
Nice, over the 300 mark.
Mm-hmm. That Contra Force really, I mean, that game alone was about this price of what you got. It was $138.25.
Yeah. I said I got 187.
But you went for a lot of lower NES titles, so it is what it is. But we're doing some spring cleaning and maybe buying something new.
Right. And that's like we said, you go to these game conventions and maybe you pick up a bunch of games with intentions of playing them. And much like me, I moved into this new game room and it's a heck of a lot smaller. So I can't have as much games even on display. So a lot of my games are back at my mom's in boxes and that I'm not touching and I can't look at them. There are plans in the future. I'm going to build a bookcase to my right over here against the wall, but I'm only going to be able to fit, I don't know, maybe 50 to 100 games on there between all the systems. So
there you go.
Getting rid of some games that you don't play is always a good idea for spring cleaning. And then maybe set yourself some goals. That's probably a good way, I say, to thin down for spring cleaning. If I haven't touched it, much like clothes or anything else, you could apply this to games. Have I played it in 3 to 4 months? Will I plan to play it? Is it worth a lot of money? Then maybe you want to get rid of it. Maybe you have $130 game that's just sitting there, and you're like, you know what? I can sell that and get a Nintendo Switch.
That's right. Or whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I don't know.
Yeah, fun little challenge, Russ.
I enjoyed it. I'm going to get out there and enjoy some spring weather. Hopefully maybe you guys are taking walks and you're listening to us in the earphones. We're on Spotify. You can watch us on YouTube for the video version. Check out the weeklywarpipe.com for all the updates. You can get merch, much like this weekly Warp Pipe mug right here. We got t-shirts, stickers, buttons. I don't think I designed a hat yet, but
one day,
if you guys want to enter, let me know. And catch us every Saturday at 7 a.m. with new episodes, shorter episodes on Wednesday. Find me at Russ Lyman. Hey, subscribe to my new YouTube channel. Here's a plug for you. 8-Bit Bliss. I started this new YouTube channel. It's all video game music. I live stream every single day for like 12 hours of video game music, but I have edited music on there as well. So I do like Mega Man. I'll do NES games, and I've been doing a bunch of like sleep ones that have been doing really well. Like I've taken the water song from like Donkey Kong Country.
That song is amazing.
And I did it for 10 hours straight with like wave sounds, and it's on like a black screen. So you could just leave your phone on. It won't distract you and like fall asleep to it. And I've done that. I did like a Zelda one with Animal Crossing. So those are actually, people are enjoying those. But I have other ones that are, a couple hours long. You could put it up on the TV and it looks cool, and you can listen to that.
I know what I'm listening to tonight. Dude, that Donkey Kong Country song. I was just talking about that song Sunday.
No kidding.
I'd never heard it before because I'd never played Donkey Kong Country.
What?
I know. Take my gamer card here. Take it. Take my Breath of the Wild. Whatever you got to do. But yeah, I'd never heard it, and so I texted my buddy Ron Man Gaming, and I was like, "Dude, this song is incredible." He's like, "Yeah, it's actually a really loved song by like retro gamers or whatever." And I was like, "That makes total sense," because the second I heard it, I was like, "This is incredible."
Right. Yeah, it's soothing, relaxing. So I did that and put a little ocean sound. I tried to do a few. I did one with I did do Star Tropics 1 and 2 soundtrack, and it's with ocean waves. And I actually went to the beach and filmed my NES on the beach, so you see the waves. So it's a loop of like waves coming in. You see the NES and some seagulls. So like I do fun stuff like that. It's super easy. I'm enjoying it. It's my 4th YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go subscribe, I'm not even at 100 subscribers yet. 8-Bit Bliss.
I don't even think I've subscribed. Let's do it right now.
Let's do it right now. So check that out. And then if you guys aren't subscribed to Russ Lyman, I just hit 10 million views on the channel over there. A few of my YouTube shorts have blown up and gotten like 3 million views. So I'm up to 18,000 subscribers on Russ Lyman. So I'm thinking we're probably going to hit 20,000 in the next few weeks. So if you guys aren't subscribed to my main channel, Russ Lyman, Lyman, do it now.
Russ, I'm your 81st subscriber
on 8-Bit Bliss,
which I'm really happy about because I love number 81 because it's our birth year.
There we go. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on Saturday. Now I'm choking. On Saturday. As always, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit.
Later.